We're gonna have a good time today, aren't we, Lucky?
Yeah.
As
Hopefully we continue and don't.
Yeah, hopefully we don't just mess up with everything.
Yeah.
Cause that would suck.
Our whole election is pretty much running on if we can get these reforms through.
Okay. Lucky, I have figured out how to do what I wanted to do. And that's I have Discord open on tab on the internet and also the app open. And that seems to be
Okay.
working. And also the app. Oh wait. Oh god, no. Mod view, don't show me that. That's okay. Mod view is playing my audio and it was scary.
Yeah, slightly earlier stream for you guys today.
Yeah, we're doing a slightly earlier stream. I don't. Yeah, because Lucky wants to watch basketball, and I want to watch the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Lights on. Camera is already on, and we are in action.
I was gonna say that if you weren't.
I currently have 0 unban requests, which means I'm doing well.
Or it means you haven't banned anybody.
No, yeah, I just haven't banned anyone in a while.
Alright, here we go. Meeting with Albin Clavin on planned reforms.
Jack might be able to play tomorrow as well.
Okay.
Actually.
Yeah, can you let her out?
Hmm?
Just give me a second.
Okay.
I'm eating some Maynard's
Okay. Yeah,
sour cherry blasters. After our meeting with Gloria Tori and further discussions with the party and my cabinet, it was time to talk to Albin Clavin and to get the reformist wing to support the proposal. I also plan to finally present a more fleshed out proposal and declare our agenda to the party after our meeting. I walked to the left wing of the assembly and entered the quarters of the USP. When I reached the meeting hall, I saw many of our members conversing inside.
Nathan believes in 4, even though it isn't even an option yet.
Nathan, there's something I need to tell you. Polls are bad. I don't like polls. Hopefully there's not a 4. There's only 3 options.
Lucky, do you hear it's playing?
Oh! I thought the game was making that noise.
No.
Yeah, but now I know it is.
Yeah.
After taking a glimpse inside, I went back to the corridor to look for the office of Albin Clavin, which was found around the back of the place. When I reached his room, I knocked on his door and entered.
It's you, Lucky. I did the last voice.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, I did. I did a female voice as the last voice as well. Remember, I did Gloria Tori.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
To be honest, that guy looks more like Donald Trump than our actual Donald Trump guy did.
Mr. President, welcome. I'm going for a Santa here.
Nice.
The whole room was surrounded by bookshelves packed with files and papers. It was a small office with books and dossiers lying on every corner. It felt claustrophobic. On his gesture, I took a seat.
Should we do it? Should we do a poll? Like
No, I already clicked it. It's too late. Sorry. Oh no. Oh. How is everything going, Mr. Clavin? It's been busy. The party has been working very hard, Mr. President. Thank you for asking. How is it going for you in the palace?
Well,
It's feeling pretty good.
Pretty good, yeah.
That's great to hear. I wanted to express my gratitude for passing the Workers' Rights Act. It's one of my most comprehensive and successful political efforts. Mm, let's say 4 here. I like 4. Redknapp believes in 4. I believe in 4. That's pretty much 2 out of 3 votes. Sydney?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
I don't know what you're
Okay.
doing, Sydney. Don't
Yeah,
like.
no, sorry. I'm in the
I
middle of
don't.
dealing with accidentally adding things to the queue and then having them not actually be things that I want to have added to the queue. It's an interesting experience. Yeah, four's pretty. Yeah,
Pretty solid.
yeah, four's pretty solid.
You and I see eye to eye on many subjects, including this one. Music to my ears. It wouldn't be possible without Pascal Bennywald's support. The labor union and several NGOs like Magnus Cartus are con- are contributed to the campaigning. I have to say, though the close collaboration between the palace and the party is going well. Looking forward to see what we can accomplish with the reforms. Alvin smiled and knocked on wood. Anyway, sir, let's talk about the proposal. Thank you for coming here for my input because there's always some subjects where Gloria and I don't see eye to eye. I have to say that most of the progressives were already starting to warm to you. Your attempt at changing the Constitution created quite a bit of excitement. One could dare say an excitement that hasn't been felt since the 30s. I've read the proposal that was finalized together with Miss Tory. Surprisingly, it came out pretty good. Look, Mr. President, I'm on the same side as you. I won't create any problems. Okay, I think he's like just saying everything's good with our proposal. He has
Yeah,
nothing wrong with it.
yeah. Okay.
What do you think?
Hmm. I think 2 or 3. To be honest.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's what I wanted to hear is pretty solid.
Mm-hmm.
Or what do you? um, thank you, Mr. Clevin. I need help. Actually, yeah, let's say 2 here. Thank you, Mr. Clavin. Any help from you is much appreciated. He looked down at the proposal. It's looking good. I will support the proposal and get the needed signatures from our wing. I believe the reformist votes that I have will be very important to you. Who knows? Maybe you'll consider a job in the government. Maybe you'll consider me for a job in the government in the future for this.
Hmm. Perhaps. Perhaps. Um.
Oh my god.
I don't know. Yeah. Should.
I don't want one here.
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
So it's 3 or 2 here. It just depends on what. I think 3. I like 3 here.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. 3 works. 3 works slightly better than.
I'll be expecting your votes, Mr. Clevin. Of course. I will talk to my guys shortly. I'll have their signatures soon. Thank you, Mr. Clavin. See you in the conference, Mr. President. I left his room and went back to the corridor. The meeting had exhausted me. I went to the restaurant of the assembly to get something to eat while conversing with the other member parties of our party. Other members of our party.
Member parties of our party, Lucky was correct.
I saw Albin talking to his people in the distance. After a while, the preparations for the conference began, and I went back to the conference hall and prepared my notes for the speech I was going to make. It took time to get all the present members of the party inside the hall. Gloria Tori announced me from the stand. I walked up to the stand as everybody in the room started clapping.
Dear members of the assembly, welcome to the court. Yeah, whoa.
I like 3 here.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
Because 3 here,
3 cents a little bit communist. NGO lucky.
not gonna lie.
Mhm.
I'm fine with 2 here either, as well.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Okay. Okay.
Dear members of the
okay.
Assembly, I came here today to announce the agenda for the future of our country. I started with my speech with the reasons of the changes to the Constitution.
Our system.
2 here. 2
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. Undemocratic, you know? I'm
My
not
God.
making more money than I was when I became the president, so clearly something's going on here.
Somebody's not being democratic.
Yeah, somebody's
Now
not.
find
That's
out.
the only possible explanation. Is that someone's not being democratic.
Our system and institutions have increasingly become undemocratic over the decades after Seoul tightened his grip on the country. Since then, we have a Supreme Court that obstructs the duties of the President and the Assembly. You must finally be brave enough to go against the status quo that they created and write a new constitution. I paused when some people started clapping, but it was short-lived. After taking a breath, I continued. Talk about democracy.
Yeah.
I brought to attention the democracy and why we must write a democratic constitution. I explained how our proposal will fix the issues. The left side of the hall, where Albin sat, started applauding. I need to stop eating these. I'm just pausing way too much.
What are you eating, Lucky?
I said sour cherry blasters.
Yeah, I just ate 2 chicken burgers before stream.
Later, I explained the contents of the new constitution and asked for their full support for the proposal. Ask for their votes.
Yeah.
No, we can't force them.
Lucky,
We
I
can't
feel like if
force
we were
them to
doing a
vote.
different playthrough, 3 would be like the best option ever.
Oh my god. I want to see how that plays out.
I know, so do
But-
I mean,
Yeah.
Lucky.
No,
In-
I'm not
in
doing it.
theory,
I'm not
I mean-
allowing it. Oh, it's done.
Ah.
I asked for each and every member's vote to make a change together. The reformist wing on the left stood up and started clapping loudly after Albin Clavin made a sign. Soon after, most of the party members stood up and joined in. I saluted everybody in the room, and one last time, I bid them farewell before leaving the stand. I walked outside the assembly and back into the palace. Oh, a continue button. President meets the USP. Okay, it's time to continue. So I guess the next turn.
Mhm.
You ready?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay. That is slightly worrying.
Yeah. You're telling me. I think I know what the 2 land masses on each side are. Just memorize what this is. I'm pretty sure I know what this is. Yeah, it's this. Did he?
Yeah.
It was a picture of this.
Okay.
So it's gonna be between these guys being mad at each other. Anyway, let's go check the news.
Or those guys being mad at us.
Yeah. RTX State of Swordland's conscription laws. Dear reader, I ask you this. What year are we in? 1880s? 1920s? The matter I'm writing about this, of course, is the mandatory military service again. In these times where there are no active wars, why do we still need to have these archaic conscription laws. Because someone profits from it. Not only does it make the warmongering soulless happy, it also works out for large defense corporations. Arranged to meet with Smolak and Van Hoot. Sorland is embarking on a great geopolitical gamble with a new trade initiative organized by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. The hope is the solidification of relations with the old ally Ignolia and the troublesome neighbor Wellen, with the aim of regaining some of the regional diplomatic influence the country used to have. Okay. What else, Sydney? Black Tuesday.
Oh god, no.
A shocking currency crash has struck Sorland when the money supply in the country tripled due to a successful event of panic.
That's not good.
With the quarter loss, the chain reaction caused massive currency fluctuations and an increase in consumer prices. The Central Bank of Sorland implemented emergency freezes on transactions and lowered interest rates to incentivize spending. Troubling news. Uh-oh. 2 exclamation points? There should never be more than 1 exclamation point. Oh my god, Sydney. God damn it. This game is too hard. I don't like this.
Lucky. Just gotta deal with it, you know. Walk through every day with your head held high. Just like every politician does. Either that or go insane.
I'm going insane.
Lucky we could always just turn this and try going the wrong way. But
No.
So the lucky.
The country just experienced one of its worst days since the Civil War in the 20s.
Lucky.
Which administration was in power when billions were wiped off our economy and a huge part of our populace is now facing extreme poverty?
Join the dark side, Lucky. Join the dark side.
The reign and administration. Our escape from one incompetent leader has led us to another.
Lucky, all you have to
Our
do
darkest
is join
day.
the dark side.
City, stop, please. I'm gonna kick you from this. Black Tuesday is the worst day in recorded history. Our entire team is still shocked by what happened this morning when the entire market of Sorland collapsed. First the opening with a quarter loss, then the panic of selling and sudden rise of prices all around the country. Most patriotic investors have become buying cheap assets to flood the market with much needed currency. Markets crashed in Sorland. The chances of Sorland to become a key economic developing nation in the OMEC organization has been shattered today when Black Tuesday struck the nation has just gone back 10 years in development. These developments are caused major concern because nations like Roomberg are watching Sorland closely, and any weakness will be perceived as another reason to make dangerous gambles. Black Tuesday caused a financial collapse today around the country, and the immediate effects are being felt in Lockhaven, with shops closing and hastily adapting to the prices of goods rapidly tripling. Thousands of people were seen waiting in front of shops, forming queues to buy the necessary supplies as part of the mass panic caused by the crisis. The financial repercussions are now influencing all facets of society. We can sign a bill, or Arcasia has reached out and offered aid in exchange for Air Force access. Is it?
Well, no, but that's no trap for the reason that you think it is. That's a trap because it means we'll be technically aligning with Arcasia. Really,
we want to, though. That's what we said we were going to be doing.
Okay, then sure, do it.
But we're going to become like a branch of Arcasia is the problem.
Yeah.
I hate this so much.
We can't do it. Lucky. Guy who's asking for
polls. The Ministry of Health has begun working on a health report with a proposal. No, we're gonna poll this definitely.
Yeah. We're gonna pull this.
But I don't know how many votes we'll get.
Yeah.
To potentially generate new resources for the ministry. Minister Benny Wall is personally overseeing the discussion and the report with its top aides, including members of the National Business Council. So I'm just gonna dodge this one right now.
Lucky, we gotta do it. We gotta send the bill. We gotta do it. Do we sign or not sign? I need to do a poll.
For the purposes of increasing religious harmony and unity, the following laws are established in religious affairs. Section 1 of the Arch will ensure that the Day of Dissension ceremony in the Ark Sanctuary of Dare shall now only hold sermons in the shortest language. Section 2 will forbid sanctuaries from holding sermons in Bludish unless they receive approval from the Archpriest of Swordland. Section 3 will enforce that all priests applying to be state-sanctioned have Swordish descendants to be able to receive their salaries. Yeah, we have to veto this.
Lucky, or should I put it a poll?
Yes, yeah, put it a poll. So the options are veto or sign.
The options are: do we sign, yes or no? So I did it.
Oh. What did they say? He's in your bed, I'm in your Twitch chat?
Yeah. I don't have the license for this song, but I mean, I was like, well, it's Wilbur's set, so I don't think I'll purposefully go out and copy strike people. But who knows?
Oh, this is that song.
Yeah.
I had it suggested on YouTube for me.
Yeah.
I was like, no thanks.
Okay, 20, 19, 18,
Caillou,
17,
you asked
16,
for a poll.
15, 14, 13, 12, 11.
Oh, there we go. I see Caillou.
10,
votes
9,
pouring in.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. End poll.
Okay. So we're vetoing it.
Yep.
Stream or Caillou, you're the reason. Okay.
You
This
did
is all
this.
on you.
You did this. That's amazing. Well,
Or
if you
the
think
votes for
about
me
it
and
as
Sydney.
being amazing, yeah. Well, we were gonna veto it anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go and fill up my water bottle. I'll be back in just a second.
Okay. President Rain has recently vetoed the outrageous.
Lucky, if you have any song that you want to play, feel free to play it.
Okay. Oh yeah. The outrageous religious harmony bill. The bill was aiming to limit the freedoms of Bludish people in Swordland. Okay, this is I'm
Lucky,
really
too
worried about this.
This is too stressful, Lucky.
Oh, so they're not even giving us economy. They're just giving us budget.
Uh-huh. Oh god, our economy's at 1.
Yeah, that's what I was like sad about.
Oh god, Lucky, I think we're gonna lose the game.
Yeah. I don't think
we do have one chance, Lucky. But it's not a chance that either of us like.
No, it's not even a chance.
Raise our economy.
What are you proposing?
I'm proposing that we go the full business person route. We change up how we're doing things. We don't do things because if people like them or not. We just do things to raise our economy. Our country will hate us. A bunch of the stuff that we've invested time into will go completely down the drain. But we can raise our economy and budget if we really try to. Like, are you saying that we be like a
No, I'm
captain and go
rejecting this.
down with the ship?
Whatever. No, I'm rejecting this no matter what. I
Okay.
don't care. The
Hi,
foreign
Jack.
minister of
Welcome to the
Arcadia
stream.
has offered substantial amount of financial, logistical, and equipment to support help in our country. In return, Arcadia requests refuel and repair access in the Early Air Force Base whenever they require. President Dwight Walker has sent personal assurance that the agreement is for peaceful purposes only. Too bad, dude. Too bad.
Jack, I know that I can see that you're watching the stream. If you want to join, just go into my private Discord, the Stormy server, and then go into the Suzerain VC.
Okay, a call from Gus Manger. I was sipping my first cup of coffee for the day when the phone lit up and rang. I swore under my breath. I thought my schedule was clear for at least half an hour. I picked up the phone.
And that's you.
Mr. President, how are you? Not so great. You must have seen what is going on. Sorry to hear that, sir. It's not great to end on our end, too. Some of our investments in Swordland are suffering due to Black Tuesday. I am calling you because I received call from the CEO of Armadine Industries, Aaron Bridges, about the recent initial public offering on the Ventry
I'll be
City
back in just a
Stock
second. Keep on
Exchange.
reading.
Oh my God. Oh, oh, oh. Sydney, 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 Sydney.
Yeah?
Read this.
Why?
It's
Oh!
not bad. Hmm.
Oh! Lucky, we're gonna be rich. Even though our country is dying, we're gonna be rich.
I'm gonna see what he's talking about. As you might have guessed, it's about our significant venture investment of 2,000 shares worth nearly 2 million ren. Instead of suffering losses due to market volatility like most public funds in Macopia, we actually came out unscathed. Arcasia wasn't influenced by the Black Tuesday crash.
Lucky we're
The
rich.
shares have doubled in price at the IPO in VCSE, and we will soon receive the profits made from the investments.
Lucky we're rich. Our
It
country
could
is
have been
dirt
much
poor,
worse,
but me and you are rich.
but we got out of it with the best outcome. Isn't that great?
Yeah.
Guess
Great news.
3?
So how much did we gain?
I think 3 here.
Yeah, sure. I
Because
mean,
we don't want to be rude.
oh,
This is
yeah,
being rude.
yeah.
I
Lucky
knew it was the
we
right call to
lost
trust
half
you on
of our
this.
viewers. Back to
I
2
know, it's
viewers.
fine. Appreciate it. In total, we have made nearly 3 million short this rent. It was
3
risky,
million.
yes. But look at where we are now. I have a good eye for investments. It's all thanks to you. Some things are just worth taking the risk for. What do you think, Cindy?
Um,
We don't want to take. Let's just say 2 here, because we don't want to take all of the credit, and we don't want him to take all the credit.
yeah.
Sydney?
Yeah.
So well, some things are worth taking the risk for. Exactly. Electronics manufacturing has a great future, and Armadine seems to have a head start. I assure you, this will pale in comparison to what we will do together in the future. The money will be transferred to your personal bank account shortly. Farewell. Talk to you later then.
Mm-hmm.
Goodbye for now. The line dropped.
Lucky we're rich.
Hopefully.
We have 5
Private
wealth.
party.
Lucky we have
Jesus Christ.
5 wealth.
Oh my god.
We're
Yeah,
rich.
we literally doubled. Armadine stocks jumped to nearly double. So,
Well, Lucky, even if our country goes downhill, we'll be fine.
yeah. Keep telling yourself that. Okay, we have 2 options, Sydney.
Yeah?
Private party of the Gentlemen's Club. Briefing on the status of immigration. We gotta do this one.
We gotta do this one? I mean, okay, the other one sounds interesting.
It's probably more fun, but this one is more important.
Yeah, that's true. Why do you
You're in the
always
middle
have to be right, Lucky?
We are in the middle of a meeting in the palace about our immigration policy. The ensuing discussion quickly became heated.
I don't think so, Mr. Whiskey. It doesn't make any sense to me that a foreign citizen should come before a Swordish citizen in Swordland. Well said, my analysis is also in line with this, especially during an economic recession. We are giving our Swordish jobs to migrants from other countries. What about our own people? Oh. That's my voice, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I think it's my cowboy voice. Immigrants are a reason our economy is not completely unsalvageable. Look at Agnolian immigrants in Eggland. They have revitalized the whole region and in turn boosted the economy of the entire country. Simon can attest to that. Statistically speaking, allowing immigrants to become part of the workforce contributes to our economy, but I agree that the current situation is very nuanced. With that said, we can't just tighten our immigration policy and expect the economy to all stay the same. We need to put our economy and the recession at the forefront. Especially after our entire... Lucky.
Why is it always your characters?
Why is it always me?
It's always your characters.
Nathan, cover your ears if you're watching.
I'm
After
not-
our
I'm not-
entire fucking stock market went down the tubes.
I think it's funny because it's that voice.
I know.
I'd never seen Simon this rattled. Everyone in the room turned to him in surprise.
I'm sorry for losing my cool, Mr. President. I've been working day and night. I'm currently looking into ways to find out how we can recover from this tragedy as quickly as we can.
How is it looking? Is there a way out? We gotta ask this.
Yeah,
We gotta ask this. How is it looking? Is there a way out?
I do not want to say anything too early, Mr. President. Gentlemen, can we please get back on topic? Right, sorry, Mr. Whiskey. As I was saying before I was interrupted, look at the superpowers. Do you see them closing off their borders? Why do you think their economies are in such good shape? They are in their current state because they welcome immigration and use it to their advantage.
I agree that we need to consider the economic impact of immigration.
Mm-hmm. Our money flow should be our utmost concern if we want to have the capability to accomplish actual change. We need a decision, but before we move on, Mr. President, do you have any questions about the current state of immigration?
What is the current legal status of immigrants?
Currently, all accepted immigrants are given a work permit on arrival, so they can work and contribute to the economy of Swordland. But there is currently no limit to the number of immigrants accepted. However, the number has remained stable over the past years. Despite the laws, the fact is many immigrants illegally work for corporations. That is the main issue with immigration right now, not the immigration itself. Nonsense. If not for the unlimited amount of immigration, we wouldn't be in this state. You're wrong,
What?
actually. I'm still focusing on, like, the fact that I swore on stream in a really funny voice.
So what is he arguing?
So, which one? Whiskey?
Simon.
Simon. Okay, so Simon isn't really arguing anything. He's just stating the facts. He's he's more on Whiskey's side. So what he's saying is basically, so, they illegally work for corporations. So, like, big corporations will pay them less money.
What is the effect of that?
Means that, like, most of the jobs are being taken up by immigrants and being taken up illegally by immigrants who, like, because they're not as regulated, they get paid less, and, like, a bunch of that stuff happens, and then that contributes negatively into the economy.
Okay, then.
And so what she's saying is that it's the issue of unlimited immigration, but it's not. It's the issue of the fact that the corporations are illegally employing them.
How many immigrants live in Swordland?
Yeah. Official numbers show that we have anywhere between 2 and 3 million immigrants residing in Swordland. Even excluding the countless undocumented aliens in our midst, that is a very substantial amount. The primary issue is the strife they cause between less fortunate citizens and themselves. Man, I hate her. Including them in the workforce would benefit everybody, including the unemployed swords. More taxes means more services.
How do immigrants usually arrive here?
There are 3 major paths they choose. The first one is Agneland on to the Agnolia border. The second is Bergia to the Welland border. And the third is the Loran coast. Loran coast.
Oh, from here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agnolians are the largest group. It's a light border over there, although recently political figures from Vagsland have been crossing the Race Sea by boat to land on our coast. Politically persecuted Wessex refugees tends to use the dangerous mountain passes at the Welland border. Many of them also have bloodish blood.
I don't know, why did everybody hate the Bloodish people?
It's bloodish.
Okay, let's move on and see what we got about the immigration.
Very well.
Oh my god, I am not ready for this. Oh. Ooh. David Whiskey opened his dossier and stamped with all the seals from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Trade.
Before we make any decisions, I have to remind you. During the elections, we promised to tighten immigration laws. Of course, as you know, I was and still am against it. I agree with David. David. We can turn immigration into our advantage from a financial standpoint.
I like Simon.
Yeah, I like Simon too. He's very to the numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Advantage? You should go over the amount of disadvantages caused by immigrants. I can provide you with a report later. Oh, believe me, it would surprise you.
Like, what?
We need to keep our promises and focus on our citizens. That's what I think.
David sighed wearily.
This is going nowhere.
I also like Mr. Whiskey.
Yeah, I like Mr. Whiskey. I like you in his voice.
What are the consequences of keeping our immigration policy relaxed?
Aside from keeping us in the path to prosperity, modernity, and continuous improvement, not much. Our current system is good for our era. We also have the capacity. This will allow us to continue protecting investments from foreign countries, which in turn will keep our trade steady, and we would be more trustworthy partners. Stability draws money. Stability? What's stability? stability. We're already seeing clashes between our people and the foreign interlopers. On the contrary, the only way we can achieve stability is through tightening our immigration policy. You heard the lady. Swordland first.
If we decide to tighten immigration, what's that entail?
We would impose quotas and connect to that stricter border control. On top of allowing our economy to take a hit. Nah. Mr. Hall, surely the well-being of our citizens and our internal security will more than compensate for any downturn in the markets.
No.
No.
In this situation, no.
Agreed, Swordfish citizens should take top priority.
I'm ready to make a decision.
We are. Sorry.
You have to say
Yes.
Everyone leaned forward, eager to hear my response. We will keep
I
immigration
haven't
laws
self-promoted
relaxed.
in a while. If you're here and you haven't followed, follow if you want to. We stream this pretty much every day right now, and it would help a lot
at
on
least
my
5 days.
yeah,
a week.
and it'll help a lot on my path to getting what's it called? Lucky affiliate. That's what it's called.
Partner. Oh, affiliate.
Technically, on the path to partner, it doesn't really help. Average viewers are all you need for partner, but still.
Anyway, yes, we will keep immigration laws relaxed, right, Cindy?
Yeah.
I mean, we can't take the hit to our economy.
I'm glad you made the right choice. We will be forced to handle new waves of migrants from Magnolia. Our border posts aren't ready. Not only that, we just abandoned the native swords who need our support the most. Also, this will bring a new tide of refugees from Welland. Bergia is already a difficult region to manage. This is shameful. What you're doing is shameful. What you think is shameful, sorry, not what you're doing.
The citizens of Swordland aren't forgotten. Our work for them continues. It's one or three here.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I honestly don't know. Like,
I think this like actually matters a lot.
yeah.
We need to persuade them.
Should do a poll.
There's nobody to pull. It's just me and you here.
It says that there's actually a lot of people here, just didn't show up on there for some reason.
Really? How much does it say?
Well, no, not in the actual thing, but when I go in and say users in chat, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just doesn't.
Okay, go. Let's go for a poll. Let's go for a poll.
I don't know if it'll actually work, but we can try.
Yeah.
We're only doing one. We're only gonna do 1 and 3. We're not adding 2, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Start poll. Also, me and you can just vote on the poll, anyways.
Yeah.
Did both of us go 3 lucky?
I mean, because there is a bit of a time wait, so I think that's what happened. I think that's what happened.
Yeah. 10, 9, 8.
Whoa, give him like 10,
9, 8,
8,
7, 6,
9,
5,
8,
4, 3,
9, 8,
2.5,
9,
2,
8,
1.9, 1.8, 1.7, 1.6, 1.5,
8,
1.4,
9,
1.3,
9,
1.2, 1.1, 1, 0.5, 0.3, 0.2, 0.11111, 0.05, 0.000.
0.
Yeah. We're done, Lucky. And I think that it was just me and you voting, which means I think that it's just both of us.
I thought you closed the polls.
I did close the poll now.
Okay, cool. Okay.
Okay.
Citizens of Swordland aren't forgotten. Our work for them continues.
And now they will compete with foreign immigrants just to put food on their tables. Yeah, those foreign immigrants can't put food on their own tables anyways.
Go sit.
They're still people.
Today,
I'm disappointed in you, Rain.
Joseph time.
I said the line. I said the line, Lucky. Alright.
Oh.
Said, I'm disappointed in you, Rain. Anything else, Mr. President? Anything else, Mr. President?
I think 2 or 1 here. 1?
One.
Okay. Thank you for your contributions. Let's wrap this up. The ministers gathered their documents and rose from their chairs, some with frowns on their faces.
I'm looking forward to the upcoming trade talks. Peter and I have been visiting Staleport, and I'm not even going to try and pronounce that in preparation.
Rocklawitz. Continue.
I'll be coming up to a lot. I'll be coming along to talk with the economy minister. Looking forward to the potential partnership. If we are finished, I need to head off and get the ministry to work on the new policy. Same here. Our border units need to be informed and prepared.
Keep up the good work.
The good work, ladies and gentlemen.
The ministers dispersed.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ. What's now? Source. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yes.
Is our welfare still doing well?
Yeah.
What?
City, look at this.
Order? We only have 2 problems.
Yes.
We only have 2 problems.
No, 2 things. No.
Nationwide the problems, they're gone.
Yes. And the yellow. I'm fine with yellow. Yellow, yay. That's what I say. The nationwide
Yellow
protests
equals yellow.
have been quelled thanks to our devoted. The latest immigration policy closed loopholes, reduced illegal immigrants. It even reduced illegal immigrants and streamlined the process.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have done it. We are
Killing the
rich, and people are happy with us.
Yeah, except our economy has not.
Our economy is terrible, our budget is terrible,
Oh,
but
no,
we're personally
Sydney.
rich. Oh, God.
Sydney. Tourist workers on strike. A small group of construction workers
The highway's never
on
gonna
the
finish,
83
Lucky.
are striking out near the construction. The workers complain about their payments as well as the lack of safety regulations. One worker in contact with Sorland today insisted that the group had not been paid for any of the work for the past months. Despite complaining to the tourist holding supervisors, the workers said that the situation has persisted. They say the budget is not enough. They're not interested in it, they said. Earlier today, Johan Gazmich, one of the leaders of the Red Youth, was arrested on his way to Benfey. Police said he was planning to escape Swordland with the help of cargo ships from the port of Benfey to Ravnos Island. Following his arrest, a group of militants fired patrolling officers in Silly Bagland. Okay, I'm feeling good. Stress is slightly relieved. Let's go talk to Peter Vector. That may be the last thing we do today. We'll see how long it takes. Red Youth hideout raided. Vestord police organized the raid earlier in the morning to an abandoned building in the city of Vestord, under suspicions of hiding Red Youth members inside. The successful raid arrested 8 militants, 2 military-grade assault rifles, and bomb-making equipment they have secured. Editor of Radical is suspected of helping terrorists. Swordish intelligence reported that John Dandom, a famous journalist and columnist of the Radical, is suspected to be working with a terrorist group, Red Youth. According to the report, Dandom has continuously published anti-government articles and repeatedly attempted to report on the state secrets in countless times. Moreover, he has publicly endorsed Red Youth in the past and Mavlinist ideas.
Okay.
Oh my
We've
god.
gone up to 5
Okay.
viewers, Lucky.
Let's get in. Let's dive right into it.
You know, let's
my-
dive right into it.
My heart is, it's back. Far
We're
from
no,
becoming
we're
accustomed to my workload as president, I only felt more and more snowed under as the weeks passed. It had been ages since I had time to myself. I was starting to lose focus, and my temper was growing increasingly thin. Peter was the first to realize I needed a break. After much cajoling, I'm sure that's
cajoling.
definitely a word. This is definitely a word.
It's
He
cajoling.
finally persuaded me to come to a meeting of his new venture, Gentlemen's Club. For the past few months, he'd been hosting a salon of sorts, not just for politicians and businessmen, but also for artists, entertainers, people of taste. He told me with a smile on his face.
Peter, what kind of business are you getting into?
I know, right? I
I
mean, we
like
haven't seen him at any of our
Twitch.
recent meetings.
Twitch. Whatever happens next, we don't know that it's gonna happen. Okay, we don't know what's
Yeah.
gonna happen next. It's called the Gentleman's Club, which doesn't sound good, but it's not our fault. We don't
Oh
know.
yeah, there was only one rule. Read this.
Yeah, no, I already saw it. Lucky.
Oh, hence the name.
Uh huh.
And
Oh
so I found myself
god.
in front of his. This is not how I wanted to get the secret goals to me. This is not how I wanted
This
to
is
get
one
the
of the
secret
easiest
goal.
ways to get the secret goal completed. Lucky.
And so I found myself in front of his new luxury villa in Erloy.
The only thing we
Very
need more
loud
is to be
jazz
in
music
Vegas.
emanated from inside. I waited and waited. Finally, Peter opened his door. I could smell the whiskey on his breath.
Anton, finally, now the real party can start. Come on in.
As soon as I entered, Peter closed the door and turned to the small crowd.
Gentlemen, a minute of your time, please. I now have the privilege to present to you the man himself, the fourth president of Swordland, Mr. Anton Rain.
I had known him for long enough to understand that he was more than a little drunk. He made an elaborate mock curtsy and as I passed him and walked onto the room. The music stopped, and I felt everyone's eyes on me. Thank you, Peter. What's next? A choir, marching band? And I present to you, Peter Vector, the first alcoholic vice president of
Two's
Sword.
really good. We gotta go with two,
Yeah,
Lucky.
yeah, I really
Yeah,
like too.
yeah.
And I present to you, Peter Vector, the first alcoholic vice president of Swordland.
Oh. But it was such a good joke!
That was such a good joke.
Why didn't
Such
they
a good joke.
like it?
I'm not liking this. I'm not liking this club.
I'm not liking
My
this.
joke didn't sit well
Lucky,
with
let's
Peter,
go to
nor
a
the crowd.
different club.
There was a short, awkward silence before he continued.
Dear members, please give a warm welcome to our very special guest. If I may, Anton, here, take this.
He handed me a glass of whiskey and put his hand on my shoulder.
I thought he was going to hand me a very different thing. We all know why we're gathered here tonight. To celebrate life, to have a brief escape from our tumultuous professions. I personally don't know any better cure for stress than a little drink. I'll drink to that.
Raise your glass.
No, two.
Two or one?
Two's funny.
Okay. I'll drink to that. People in the crowd laughed and raised their glasses.
Now, the tradition dictates that as the club president, I have to remind you of our house rules. There are three. No politics, no wives, no one sober. Cheers.
Peter drank the whiskey in his glass in one go.
Drain the glass.
Let's just give it a sip. Let's
we gotta
start
drain
slow.
the glass. Lucky, we gotta drain the glass. We don't want to be rude. You gotta drain the glass.
I followed suit and drained my glass. It was immediately replenished.
Anton Rain might have the power to make presidential decrees, but I, Peter Vector, the president of this club, now declare this party started. Music, go!
Band started up again. After greeting the crowd around me, I felt a hand on my shoulder.
Let me show you around.
We walked through the corridors of his mansion. Statues and paintings lined the stark white walls. An arched window provided a view of the neatly manicured grounds, complete with a swimming pool. A grand Lesbian marble staircase led up to the second story. Peter gestured at the massive crystal chandelier hanging overhead.
That chandelier was made in the 18th century. Can you believe it? There's even a hedge maze in the garden.
How are you paying for all this?
No, it's a little bit rude.
A little much? No. What's the story behind this? Let's
Yeah,
say one here.
yeah.
It's the only polite thing. What's the story behind the chandelier?
I don't know, and I don't care. It just looks expensive, and I like it. I'll let you on a little secret. Gus manager has a lot of contacts in real estate. He brokered a good deal for me. He'll also be here tonight. I can introduce you if you like.
What did you promise in return?
Yeah. Because neither
Sure.
of the other ones are good, and like that one's even not that good, but it's better than the other two.
It's straightforward.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is the only good one. Yeah, what am I saying?
hmm
What did you promise him in return?
Only my money.
We continued walking until we circled back to where we had started.
So, what do you think of my little hideaway?
Um,
Not bad, not bad at all.
sure, I'll say that. Not bad. Not bad at all.
Thanks. I know that you, Monica, and the kids are always welcome here. Anyway, let's get back to the party. I arranged for some caviar to be brought in from Lesbia. You're gonna love it.
He opened the door to the main hall, and we rejoined the other guests. The music was louder now, and the mood decidedly more inebriated. Cocktail waitresses were carrying around plates of canapes, wearing dresses that left little to the imagination.
Oh god, Lucky.
Okay.
None of those are good. None of those are good.
Is one better than two?
One is better than two, but none of those are good.
Okay, let's go one then.
Two accomplishes our goal. Well, helps accomplish our goal, Lucky.
But is that? I don't think that's the way we want to, though.
Lucky, it is a way that helps accomplish our goal. And I mean, this is kind of the most presidential thing to do, is to, like, for, like, our secret
Maybe we're
goal.
just gesturing for the canapes.
Yeah, maybe we're just gesturing for the canapes.
Let's do that. Sure, if you want, if that's what you want to do.
We're up with this behind me. I'm just saying it's a more interesting option. This was not my fault, Twitch.
Oh no, this is fine actually.
Okay.
Number one is fine
Okay.
because remember he's just saying like, yeah, this is fine. I thought this was a gentleman's club.
Would you rather get served by wrinkly old men? Sweetheart, over here!
He waved at one of the waitresses as she came over to us. She was in her mid-20s, wearing red lipstick, her blonde hair neatly tied into a ponytail. On her plate were toast points slathered with lesbian caviar Peter had mentioned. I took a bite. It was rich, salty, tasting of pure seaside. I could almost hear the sound of waves and seagulls.
Lesbian caviar, the best in the world, I'm telling you, Anton. There are few pleasures in life that are this.
As the waitress left us to serve another attendee, she flashed a quick smile at Peter over her shoulder. He smiled back, a little too broadly.
Oh god, Peter's accomplishing the goal before us.
That's fine.
Sensual.
That is completely
That felt
fine.
so wrong saying that, Lucky.
You said it wrong. It was, yeah.
I said sensual.
So you said it right. It's like the way you said it was wrong. Um, with an expression I remember from our many nights out together as students. I'm just gonna skip that part.
Oh look!
Look,
Oh look! There's Gus. Why don't you go talk to him? I'll be back shortly. Oh God, Peter, where are you going?
Peter, I'm warning you. Don't make a mistake.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Then there'll be even more confrontation when it comes out that like we had all these affairs. Mistake. Yeah. What are you talking about? I'm going to the washroom. I'll be back before you know it.
He left the room and I headed over to Gus. Gus Manger was standing next to a couple of men that I had recognized as banking industry magnates.
Yeah, it's magnets.
As I approached, all of them turned to me and bowed their heads. Mr. President, a toast to our new member, everyone! Gus and I clinked our glasses as the people around us raised theirs.
Uh,
How long have you been a member?
no one.
That's what I'm. One. Okay. You don't seem to be surprised at all to see me here. That's because Peter told me you're going to come. He told me you might be interested in potential opportunities such as,
We
well,
have
this.
wealth. We have wealth, but I'd rather invest in things that make us money instead of like
Yeah, he opened his
buildings.
arms, gesturing at our opulent surroundings. Let's take a walk. The balcony has an amazing view of Erloy. We left the room and made our way to the balcony. On the way, he took out two cigars and held one out to me. It's in our picture.
It's in our picture. It's not really an option,
Take the
Lucky.
cigar.
It's in
I
our
took the
picture.
cigar and started smoking it. Mixed with a taste of whiskey, it was delicious. We went out to the balcony. All of Erloy was at our feet. From this vantage point, I was able to see how expansive the building plot was. The swimming pool and the hedge maze were visible from here.
Yeah.
Leaning
Oh,
over the railing, I admired view for a moment before Gus spoke
I
up.
could just imagine him putting his hand behind my back and just pushing us off the edge and being like, "Long live the president."
I know you're wondering much about the deal Peter made. In a nutshell, thanks to my network, he was able to procure this house for half the asking price, which would have been impossible under any other circumstances. I would be delighted to discuss a similar arrangement with you. In fact, I prepared a document with my own personal favorite opportunities. It's the least I can do since you have been generous to many people, business people in this country.
Yes, we want to make it.
What's in it for you?
Hmm. Yeah, two's good.
Nothing, Mr. President. Simply thank you for supporting me. He downed his whiskey.
Gulp.
Let's talk about the details then. Gus opened his briefcase and pulled out a thin dossier. He showed it to me. My first offer is, of course, real estate. There is a vineyard close to Erloy, about 1 hour drive from here. That also includes a very large villa. A beautiful plot, but rather neglected. There would be a fair amount of renovation cost. On the bright side, you will be able to produce your own wine. Previous owner was Girault of Ribere, a world-renowned vintner. There also is an option of a football partnership. I already own a large portion of Enrica FC, and I'm doing my best to make them champions. Buying in make would be more expensive than the vineyard, but this season would bring a lot of returns. I'm quite positive. I do like the idea of owning a football
I
club.
know, so do I. Even as a person's not
Because
that
then we
into
can like
sports.
check the news and like watch the results and stuff.
Lucky, we
Just
could
make this
turn
a
this into a
football game.
football managing
Yeah.
game. uh,
We'll just pour all our money into it.
yeah, all of our money, all of our time. Country doesn't matter anymore. The football is out. It's like what we need to go into.
Give me the word and I will start the procurement process. But we must act quickly as these options might soon disappear off the market.
Two-person wealth. Football. Football. Football.
Yeah, I want to
Football.
do the football.
Yeah.
Football sounds interesting. I'll invest in Enrica FC. FC Enrica. Look at that. Achievement unlocked. Excellent. I will start the process right away. Now, if excuse me, Mr. President. He left to rejoin the party. Alone on the balcony, I looked out over Erloy. Suddenly, I heard a rustling from the hedge maze below. I looked down and saw a silhouette. Two silhouettes, actually. So close together they seemed to be entangled. I squinted and tried to get a better look. It was definitely two people kissing, but I couldn't see either of their faces. It's definitely Peter.
Yeah, it's definitely Peter on that waitress. There's no real doubt
Oh.
about it.
I returned to the party and spent some time mingling with the other guests, engaging in them in small talk about their business, their children, their relationships. Around an hour later, Peter showed up next to me.
See, I told you I'd be back before you knew it. It was an hour, Peter, and we already bought a football team. You have
Let's
missed
just
so
go.
much.
We've already bought a football team. Let's do two here.
Okay.
Was that you in the hedge maze?
What are you talking about? I told you I went to the washroom. For an hour? Two. It's drama. It's drama, Lucky. It gets views.
Or do we want to do one here?
Like
It's less drama.
okay.
It's just hinting out, like just
Yeah.
saying what we saw.
It's blackmail.
Yeah, around the same time you were gone, I saw two people kissing in the hedge maze.
Horny kitchen staff, eh? What do I even pay them for?
You know you can tell me
Yeah.
anything.
Hey, you can have her if you want her. Anyway, want to drink because I do.
Okay,
He's
so that he just kind of confirmed it. I
deflecting.
think he just confirmed it right there.
Yeah, he's deflecting.
He poured us 2 large glasses of whiskey, and we drank them in one go. Throughout the party, we drank and drank, just like old times. I woke up the next day with a pounding headache and a few more regrets. My memories of the evening were hazy, but there was one important detail that kept coming back to me.
Oh God, Lucky! Oh
Or maybe my
God!
memory was playing tricks on me.
Oh God! Look,
Your
I think
memory
we're
were
gonna
not
end it
playing
here
tricks
because
on
it's
you.
8:22.
Yeah, let's just read all the stuff. I'm so happy we decided to do this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually so happy.
Lucky we bought a football team. This is soccer, right? Not no.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
soccer.
that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
I just want to see where Enrique even is on the map.
Wait, this isn't
No,
any
that's
and
Erloy. That's it. That's it right here.
okay. Okay.
It's close to Erloy,
Okay. Are we gonna be
where
ending
we
the
just
stream?
were. Well, let's just read the news and stuff.
Okay.
Full Sword Post connected to Young Swords. Chief of Police Carl Greaser reported that Young Swords sympathizers, as well as several old members of the terrorist organization, are currently working for the newspaper Whole Sword Post. Investigations are underway. Peter Vectrin throws lavish party. Vice President Peter Vectrin threw a lavish party as his new 1.5 million SR three-story Erline mansion, which was attended by high-profile businessmen and politicians, including President Rain and the Minister of Rural Development Gus Menger. According to our sources from the old capital, guests arrived at suit dresses for the swanky affair in the evening, but the Vice President and the President were nowhere to be seen at the entrance of the huge mansion. Nonetheless, it's worrying that Rain and Vectrin are throwing parties and having
How
hidden
much
meetings during the economic
SR is
recession with so
one
much.
wealth?
So remember, we gained, I think it was 3 million, and we got 4 wealth.
No, but here's my other question. We were gonna buy a vineyard for one wealth, and instead we invested in a football team for 2.
So
That
I think the 2 is like almost 2 million.
yeah.
I think 1 wealth is 1 million.
Okay.
After the arrest of the vice president of the Young Swords Cultural Centers, a group of teenagers started protesting in front of the Erloy Palace department, shouting police are fighting for the wrong side. Within a few hours, the small protest pulled a lot of people to join in, which prompted the police forces to intervene. Wait, we or our cultural organization pose no threat to the national security of Swordland, or to any other foreign country or state. Protesters said, waving a flag of the Kingdom of Swordland. Way back, this was the kingdom.
The kingdom of Swordland.
We will not. We have not and do not plan on engaging in acts of terror or violence. So, is that it?
I guess.
The opening of the Benfi Festival. Yeah. Okay, that's enough for today then. Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe, and it's laser time.
It's laser time.
You don't know what that's a reference to, do you, Lucky?
I don't.
It's a reference to Saturday Night Live. As they say it at the end of all their YouTube like clip video things.
Oh yeah, it is.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely watch those. No, I actually do them.
Yeah, I know.
I've shown them.
You've shown them
yeah.
to me in the car.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I hope. Wait, we have to rate someone who's live.
See if anybody's streaming this.
Yeah, you go check that, and I will check who is live.
Yeah, somebody is.
What's the channel?
49 viewers. Templin Institute.
Should remember, I do not. How do you spell that?
TEMPLININSTITUT.
Sorry, can you? So TEMPLIN. IN.
INSTITUTE.
That is a long name.
Yeah, I know, right?
Um, I hope that you all enjoyed. See you in the future.
Goodbye.
It's not done yet. Bye.
Goodbye.